am Stephen the Pet Man, bringing you the truth in pet food. Today I have a review on the Eukanuba lamb and rice formula. This is their natural lamb and rice formula. This particular one that I'm holding is the puppy formula, but the same thing is going to apply to their senior product and their adult food product. It's basically the same formulation. Probably the difference is going to be the size, a lot of it's marketing. So let's go ahead, because the whole thing is about ingredients, right? So let's go right to the first ingredient, which is lamb. I don't really have a problem with lamb because lamb is basically clean flesh and meat, and a lot of dogs aren't allergic to it. It has a much lower basis for dogs to be allergic than chicken or beef, which is quite high, by the way. 25 to 30% of dogs are actually allergic to chicken and beef, which is why they came out with lamb. There's still a good percentage of dogs that are allergic to lamb, but it is a good, sound product as the first ingredient and has all the essential amino acids and such. We go down to the next one, which is brewer's rice, which is basically it's a byproduct of grain. It has calories. I'm not fond of the nutritional value for a dog, especially being the second ingredient listed. Then we go down to oat flour, and all this is ground oats. It's of modest nutritional value to a dog. We have sorghum as the fourth ingredient. This is a gluten-free starchy grain. It's more of a complex carbohydrate, so I'm okay with it in the sense that it'll give your dog some energy. But again, I don't love it as a fourth ingredient. Fifth ingredient, we go to chicken meal. Chicken meal, if it's a good quality chicken meal and doesn't blend stuff that we don't want in there, because with chicken meal, the manufacturer doesn't necessarily have to follow pure chicken, although it should be. It should be stuff without any fluoride in it, without ground bones. It should be without any kind of toxic stuff that might be in the organ meat. It's supposed to be just pure chicken, and then we take all the water out, and therefore it could be up to 300% more protein than just plain chicken. So it can be great. We have to depend on the manufacturer to make it great. And with Eukanuba, you have to ask yourself whether you believe Eukanuba will put quality chicken meal in. The next ingredient goes down to barley. Barley's okay. It's another carb. It's of minimal value to the dog, though. I say it's okay, but again, it's minimal value. Then we go to fish meal. I do have an issue with fish meal, especially being this high up in the ingredient list, because fish meal it's an uncategorized fish. It's not white fish meal. It's not salmon meal. It means that it's a whole blend of different types of fish. I don't know what that means, in the sense that we don't know what we're getting. And I don't like when you don't know what you're getting in a pet food. So next, after that, we've got chicken fat. This is just basically rendered chicken. The fat comes up and they scoop the fat off, and it's okay. It adds moisture. Again, a decent product, but not something that you want to have as a main ingredient. In other words, in the top 5. I'm okay with it where it is. Dried egg product is the next one after that. I've talked about dried egg product in my other reviews, and I've mentioned that it's egg and possibly shell. It could come off the floor of a factory. There's a lot less specification as to what dried egg product is. It could be whole eggs, but it also may not be whole eggs. It can be a whole lot of other things. So I prefer not to see dried egg product in there. And again, going back to, it's not supposed to contain shells. The AAFCO, which is the organization that decides what's allowed in farm animal feed and pet feed, says that it's not supposed to contain shells, but that it can due to manufacturing process. So again, you have to be aware of all of this. The next ingredient is beet pulp. It's controversial because it sort of adds sugar without saying it's sugar, and maybe it makes it more palatable for dogs to want to eat this product. But I'm kind of up in the air about beet pulp. We don't quite have the research to know if this ingredient is really okay for dogs. One of the other things that I want to point out in this particular one is something called HMP, and I can't even pronounce what those words mean in HMP, but just know that it's a product that they use in detergents. It's also a product they use in water treatment. I mean, yuck, I don't want that in my pet food if it's used for water treatment and detergents. So what do I think about this food as a whole? I guess what I'd like to say is that it's of modest quality given the price range that this formula comes into. So if you're budget minded, this is an okay formula. I would put it about one step up from fast food. And as I always do at the end of my reviews, let's go ahead and take a look and see what this product looks like. So this looks pretty much like standard kibble. It's definitely hard. Don't think that your dog's teeth are going to get cleaned because it's hard. That doesn't work like that. But the product doesn't smell bad. It has minimal smell. It looks like kibble. So that's my review. I'm Steven the Pet Man, and I thank you for watching this review.